the Enlightenment. What was the Enlightenment? It was taking human reason, a good thing, and making it an ultimate thing, was it not? And so when we said human reason, I'm not going to accept anything in the Bible my reason doesn't understand. So I'm just going to cut the Bible into pieces and only accept part of it. It's a disaster. Another way in which human reason becoming an idol was a disaster was because of how the cultural elites for at least 100 years believed that, and they still do to some degree, science, technology, education, we're going to be able to get rid of poverty, we're going to be able to get rid of racism. Human reason's going to bring all this. And it hasn't worked. And of course the results have been devastating, utterly devastating. I got a lot of illustrations I wrote down here. I don't think I can give you one, just one. In 1920, H.G. Wells, in his book, The Outline of History, praised belief in human progress, said once we overcome the superstition of religion and start to apply science to everything, we're going to just go from strength to strength and get rid of poverty and war and racism. 1920. 1933, in his book, The Shape of Things to Come, he was appalled by the selfishness and the violence of nations. He was appalled by the lack of progress on the program he had wanted. And he actually said the only hope was for rational, reasonable, educated intellectuals to seize control of all the governments and to run a compulsory educational program stressing peace, justice, and equity. And in 1945, he wrote a book at the end of the second of his two world wars, A Mind at the End of Its Tether. And this is a quote, Homo sapiens, as he likes to call himself, you notice that Homo sapiens means the rational, the wise. Homo sapiens, as he likes to call himself, is spent. This is the end. And what one commentator said was, what happened? He had put all of his hope, he had made an idol, and it was an ideology, put all of his hope in the ability of humanity to solve its problems with reason and science. And what happened? Quote, the fact of original sin forced itself into a mind who had no grasp of God's grace or power, and it came to the end of its tether. See, your gods will always let you down. That's the point.